Throughout the course of history, it is evident that smoking cigarettes has become a common habit. Nearly 1 billion people around the world light up cigarettes every day, summing up to approximately 933 million people daily as of the year 2015. This alone comprised about 15% of the global population.
But what exactly are cigarettes? What is it made of?
According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, cigarettes are a slender roll of cut tobacco meant for smoking. There are approximately 600 ingredients inside these cigarettes.
When burned, cigarettes create more than 7,000 chemicals. At least 250 of these chemicals include nicotine, ammonia, carbon monoxide, acetone, toluene, lead, acetic acid are toxic.
However, why do people associate themselves with smoking cigarettes? What will be its implications and effects to our body in doing so?
Cigarette smoking or heavy exposure to cigarette smoke can lead to premature death. Based on research studies, smokers' lives are shorter by at least 10 years compared to non-smokers. In another study, researchers looked at the data regarding the smokers in 195 countries and territories between 1990 and 2017.
Cigarette smoking mainly affects the respiratory system. The presence of harmful chemicals entering the respiratory tract and into the lungs can pose significant health risks, including respiratory diseases, cancer, and vascular diseases. An experiment was performed which aimed to demonstrate a simulation of the internal processes in the body during cigarette smoking and depict its harmful effects. Results show that harmful smoke containing carcinogens infiltrates vital organs, mainly the lungs. It increases smokers' risk of developing cancers of the lungs, esophagus, throat, larynx, and is also associated with cancers of the bladder, pancreas, lips, kidney, uterus, and cervix. The second most common effect on our bodies is autoimmune disorder. Smoking suppresses the body's immune system, thus increasing vulnerability to infections and diseases. For this reason, smokers are vulnerable to respiratory infections.
Third is type 2 diabetes. The most recent clinical research reveals the existence of a link between type 2 diabetes and smoking. The study indicates that smokers are 30% to 40% more likely to suffer from type 2 diabetes compared to non-smokers.
Another common health effect is heart attack and stroke. Smoking narrows blood vessels, hence restricting blood circulation to the heart, brain, and other critical organs. It also increases the likelihood of blood clotting in the legs and lungs.
Smoking affects not only human health but environment as well. Production of tobacco cigarettes can cause deforestation, and smoking them can cause pollution. In manufacturing cigarettes, the key ingredient is tobacco. A publication indicates that manufacturing cigarettes translate to the destruction of one tree for every 300 cigarettes made. Environmental pollution can be divided into three types.
First is air pollution. Globally, smoking emits nearly 2.6 billion kilograms of carbon dioxide and 5.2 billion kilograms of methane into the atmosphere each year. This provides a clear picture of how smoking alone contributes to climate change. Second is soil pollution. Evident in the high scores of pesticides, fertilizers, and other chemicals used in the cultivation of tobacco. This introduces volumes of hazardous pollutants to land and soil. These chemicals accumulate and eventually hamper the fertility of the soils and make the lands unsuitable for supporting crops. On the other hand, cigarette butts, the most common solid waste from cigarette smoking, are non-biodegradable and take years to break down.
Lastly, cigarette smoking causes water pollution when cigarette wastes are dumped in bodies of water. Ocean Conservancy points out that cigarette butts are the most common solid waste matter that ends up in oceans.
How can you stop smoking? It is never too late to start. S. Set a date to quit within the next 2 weeks to mentally prepare yourself. T. Tell your family, friends, and coworkers. Let them know your smoking plans so that they can motivate you or support you to stop smoking. A. Anticipate and plan for the challenges you'll face while quitting. Begin with the final result in mind to avoid going back to old bad habits. Some things to anticipate are nicotine withdrawals and cigarette cravings so that you can prepare ahead of time. R. Remove cigarettes and other tobacco products from your home, car, and work. Lastly, T. Talk to your doctor and ask for help in quitting smoking. Doctors may be able to provide better advice or medication.